Hello, my name is Gail Kavanaugh, and I am the pastor of the True Vine Church of God. And today's lesson is on coming to God as a child. People who have had difficulty with relationships over the years will find it hard to trust God and let Him lead. Because of this, God will extend His love toward us so that we can begin to trust Him. 1 John 4:19 says, "We love Him because He first loved us." When we come to Christ, we will be ready to learn about the Lord and how Christ came to the world to save us from our sins. In the process, we will be experiencing a relationship with the Lord as we hear the sermons in church and attend Bible studies. God will show us His love through the messages that the church leaders share and in the way that they treat us. The whole atmosphere of the church is loving, not like it is in the world. Jesus says in John 15:19 that, "I have chosen you out of the world." The atmosphere in church is different, and we come to know that is God's love. Just as a baby must rely on the parent to feed him or her and clothe him, we must rely on the Lord to feed us His word and to clothe us with His Spirit. 1 Corinthians 3:11 says, "When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child." We must accept God's love and not feel that we must do something to receive His love. We did not have to do anything as babies to receive the love of our parents. We were just born to them, and they loved us. So it is with God. We became His adopted sons and daughters when we received Christ into our hearts. We were born again, and He loved us unconditionally, becoming our Father. 1 John 3:1 says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed on us, that we should be called the sons of God." I have a friend who has difficulty letting God into her life. When she learned that God has a plan for us and calls us to different ministries, she has not allowed God to reveal His plan to her. She is afraid that she will not like the plan. Consequently, she has not been to church in several years. But her problem is that she had a father who violated her trust as a child, and she has not been healed out of that experience. Therefore, she cannot trust God. But Psalm 9:10 says, "And they that know Thy name will put their trust in Thee, for Thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek Thee." When people have had difficulty in their relationships, they must sit back and accept God's love. None of us have received love from others as God is giving us. What a blessing it is to receive His love. Through accepting this love, they will begin to trust God more and more. It may take time, but they will soon develop a love for God and then decide to let Him lead. God just pours out His love on us, and then through His outpouring of love, we learn to love others. 1 John 4:16 says, "And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him." As we experience God's love, we receive healing from the bad experiences we had in relationships to others. Sometimes this must be an important part of our growth. God will heal us of those bad experiences, and the feelings we had will be wiped out from our consciences. Then we will be able to trust God and love God as others should be loved. So I hope that this blesses you, and remember, God loves you.